Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping at Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Monarch, the official trophy provider for Taifa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Zone here on the Taifa Sports Network. We are back. I know it's a little bit later than I wanted to get started. Had a impromptu meeting that went a little longer than I thought it worked, so we got here as quickly as we could. Got changed, got set up, ready to go, and here we are. So the final week of the regular season for the spring 2021 has been it's here. It's been a successful spring season so far. I've been trying to keep up with as much as I possibly could on what's been going on with the spring season. A lot of changes for me as well, personally, here in the Dallas area. So we're trying to get back on track and ready to go here for you and get ready for the fall season. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to take a look at some of the action that's been going on in the league as we take a look at the standings. Who's in, who's going to the Spring Bowl? Spring Bowl, of course, being held down in the valley, down at McAllen, Texas. If you're making that trip to the Spring Bowl, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. Weather is going to be great. I had for that coming weekend, from what I understand, it's going to be nice. It's been nasty up here in the Dallas, nasty in San Antonio, but it seems to go away during the weekend just in time to get the games in. So that is a great thing to be able to get these games and not have anything canceled. I know a lot of people have been wondering, where have I been? I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still in Dallas. Actually, I live in the Fort Worth area, so I haven't really gone anywhere. I'm still here. It's just been a bit of a transition from the fall season. Had baseball season going on up here in Dallas. We just got finished with that. And now we're to get back in the mindset for Taifa and get you guys interested, letting you know what's going on in the standings, the scores that have gone on. I think that's done a great job. Some of these teams, I know the pandemic issue that's been out there. We're going to take a look at some of that stuff as well, because everything's changing. I'm hearing about mask orders being rescinded. Distancing being rescinded, but Taifa is still following some of those guidelines to make sure that not just the athletes, but the fans, families, friends remain safe while we still continue with this pandemic. It has made everything different. That is for sure. A lot of people, we've lost a lot of great people. I've lost some people. I'm sure you have lost some people, so we always keep them in mind as we continue through. So I'm pulling up the standings here. Obviously, there is no Division I, Division II when we do spring. Of course, we didn't have one during fall either. We'll see how all that pans out. There's a big meeting coming up in June for the membership. If you didn't see that email, if you're a coach, I know there's only going to be a couple of representatives. I believe it's an online meeting. Get with your respective presidents, your athletic directors. If you got any concerns you want brought up during that meeting, that now is the time. So they could submit those things, as the fall meeting will be going on in June to get things ready and set up, ready to go. And another thing, if you're looking to join TIFA, if you're just joining us here on the Facebook page, on the YouTube page, contact me. If you're in the Dallas area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, and you got an organization you want to bring the TIFA, contact me. You can email me at kenny.long@tyfa.com. That's kennie.long@tyfa.com. Or you can email the zone at tyfa.com. The zone, just simply the zone at tyfa.com. And we'll forward that information so we can get, if you're in the Austin area, the Central Texas area, College Station, Houston, you got an organization you want to join us? Join the TIFA League, the Texas Youth Football Association. Over 25 years of bringing youth football to the youth of the state of Texas and providing a high school type playoff format that has been successful. It's been a great run. There's 2 seasons to TIFA. There's 2 seasons to TIFA. You got the regular season, 8-game regular season, and then it's all over. You start all over again, and it's playoff time. And you start facing some people that you weren't quite sure you wanted to face to begin with. So a great time, great league to get involved with. Come and join us. Send me an email at Kenny, kennie.long@tyfa.com. We'll help you out and getting that done. There's still time to join here for the 2021 fall season and get that taken care of. All right, so chat box is open. Just so you know, you can go on the chat box and talk to us here, ask any questions that we have as we go through. So we're taking a look at the flag right now. And these are the teams who have earned their right to the Spring Bowl. We'll start from the bottom here. We've got, starting off at the 9th position, 3-2 record above 500 is the key. The San Antonio Hydra in the flag have made the trip, or making the trip to McAllen, hopefully. The Junior Brahmas at 3-2 also making it in. 3-1, the San Antonio Junior Hawks will be in. The RGV United at 4-1. Judson Junior Rockets at 4-1. Ruthless Wolfpack at 4-0-1. They've got a tie in there. Good to see the RGV coming back strong here. Hopefully we'll see them during the fall season as well. The Texas Giants at 5-0. Undefeated at the number 2 spot, and number 1 right now, sitting at the top spot, is the San Antonio Tigers. They're 5-0. They've earned their trip to the Spring Bowl down in McAllen with 137 points scored and only 45 allowed. Good battle there between Texas Giants and San Antonio Tigers. That might be a nice little matchup to check out maybe during the playoff atmosphere. So quickly, we move on to the Tigers here. All right, so your Tykes level teams so far that have made it in, they have earned their spot for the Spring Bowl. In 10th position, it's the San Antonio Panthers at 3-2. At number 9, it's the Ruthless Wolfpack at 3-2. New Braunfels Junior Cougars, 3-1 at number 8 spot. Number 7 is going to be the PSJ Wildcats out of the RGV. RGV Punishers at 4-0-1 earn their spot. San Antonio Junior Hawks at 5-0 at number 4. Number 3, it's going to be the Cornerstone Warriors red team at 5-0, and the Weslaco Pride get in there, the number 2 spot at 5-0, and sitting at number 1 at the Tykes level, it is the Texas Giants red team at 5-0 with 203 points scored on the season and not allowing a point on defense. Texas Giants had a great fall season. Looks like they're continuing that effort here in the spring and preparing for a defense of their titles from the fall coming up here in the 2021 fall season here at TIFA. Take a look at the rookies. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us here on The Zone, here on TIFA Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. Again, the chat box is open. Got any questions, send them up to me. I know it's been a while since I've been on, so guys may have a lot of questions for me. Alyssa Marie showing the muscles. Yes. Texas Giants looking good. So we take a look at the rookie division here. And once again, we'll start off. And Alyssa, I am not going to mention those letters. I know exactly what that abbreviation means, so we're not going to go there. All right, sitting at number 10, it is the RGV Javelinas. Matthew Moreno, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Javelinas at number 10 at 3-2. They get their spot in the Spring Bowl. PSJ Wildcats at 3-1. Brownsville Rottweilers, new organization. Hopefully they'll join us here in the fall. 4-1. Getting a spot to the Spring Bowl. Texas Giants at 4-1 at number 7. Number 16, the Tri-County Titans at 4-1. The San Antonio Hydra at number 5 at 4-1. The RGV Punishers come in at number 4 at 4-0. Ruthless Wolfpack at 4-0. New Braunfels Junior Cougars at number 2. They are 5-0. Congratulations to them. And the Texas Giants Red. The 7th place with the Texas Giants Blue. Texas Giants Red. 5-0, 194 points scored, and only 7 allowed on defense. San Antonio Tykes undefeated. Yes, they are. William Thomas, good to see you again as well, sir. Samantha Gonzalez, she kept it PG. Texas Giants all day. Yes, thank you. Thank you for keeping it PG there, Samantha. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Isaac Carter says Tri-County Titans all day. Texas Giants by Frank Ruiz. Jim Waitrick says, thank God all my friends drink. All right. Well, I'm happy for you, Jim. All right, we'll move on here to the junior level, or what some people like to call the 11U. I don't know what the difference is between the name and the number selection. Who knows? I don't know. All right, so here are your teams who have been selected so far with 1 week to go for the Spring Bowl. At number 10, it is the Southeast Hornets at 3-2. Number 9 is the Junior Falcons at 3-2. They get in. Brownsville Texans, we'll give them a mention. They're at number 8 right now, but 2-1. I think they got some games to make up. Let's see if they can get in there. At 3-1, number 7 is the Sherryland Rattlers. At number 6, 3-1, the RGV Javelinas. The Ruthless Wolfpack get in there as well. At 3-1. Number 4, it's going to be the RGV Punishers at 3-0. They've made it in so far. 4-0 at number 3, the Ed Couch Elsa Little Jackets. 5-0, the Tri-County Titans. They make the Spring Bowl at number 2 spot, and the number 1 spot at 5-0 is the Texas Giants Red. All day long, Texas Giants are just getting it done and killing it. We'll see if they can continue that momentum going into the fall season here in 2021. Alex Abrego that says Kenny Long all day long. That's what I say. I work all day long. That's all I can tell you. It seems like I have a 24-hour schedule. I think I'm averaging about 3-4 hours of sleep a day. All right, so the all-important senior division, the 13U. We have a smaller group here. So at number 5, getting into the Spring Bowl, it is the RGV Havoc at 3-1. They earn a spot. 4-1 at number 4, it's the Junior Brahmas. 3-0-1, it is the Ruthless Wolfpack at number 3. At number 2, it's the Brownsville Texans at 4-0. And number 1, it is the San Antonio Junior Falcons getting the top spot here in the senior division. They will punch their ticket to the Spring Bowl down in McAllen at 5-0, 138 points scored, only allowing 13 points. But taking a look at these matchups here, Brownsville Texans in second place, 135 points scored and only allowing 12 points. So looks like an even matchup there so far numbers-wise. We'll see what it would translate on the field if they get that matchup. So those are your standings for the Spring Bowl coming up here at the end of the month. It should be a good time. I hope everybody can make it there. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to be able to make it or not. We will try, but I'm not going to promise that I can because I got a lot of things that are going on up here as well. I may just be getting ready for the fall season. That's about the best that I can do right now. All right, so we're going to step away real quick. We're going to take a quick break, some commercials for you, and then we will be back to discuss some things that are coming up here. We're typing along with the Spring Bowl and get you involved and let you know what's happening to get ready. So we'll be back right here on The Zone on Typhus Sports Network.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Monarch, the official trophy provider for Typo.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
All right, welcome back to the Zone here on the Typhus Sports Network. Wednesday night starting at 8:30. We got a late start tonight, unfortunately. I apologize. But I know as we get closer to the fall season, things are going to settle down. They're going to settle down. Thank you for joining us here tonight here on our live broadcast, a live video broadcast brought to you on Facebook Live. Also, our YouTube channel called The Zone. Make sure you go there and like that channel. We got a lot of great things that are coming your way using this service. So we'll give you more information as that becomes available. But this is where the show is going to be from now on. Right here on Facebook Live and also simulcasting on our YouTube channel called The Zone. Go look for it. It's the same symbol as you see on the Facebook page for The Zone. Go in there and like the page, follow the page, and you can either watch it on Facebook Live, you can watch it on YouTube. I know on YouTube, I think you can pull it up on your TVs as well. I was trying to do that earlier, but I ran out of time. Want to make sure I got here with you guys. All right, so the schedules for the final week, as I believe, here it is, May 22nd. It was just updated, I believe, on the 17th. And I'm going to try and figure this out because this thing's looking a little strange here. All right, here we go. So May 22nd, here are your final games that are going on. At 9 a.m. is this, and I don't know where the field is at, but they apparently have four fields. These games will be going on down in the RGV. At 9 a.m., starting at 9 a.m. is where everything gets going. The Flag Division, Sabertooth Tigers, and the Silverbacks on Field 1. You've also got the RGV United and the Ruthless Wolfpack at 9 a.m. on Field 2. Also at 9 a.m. in the Tykes Division, the Punishers and the Pride on Field 3, and the Silverbacks and the Wolfpack on Field 4. Then at 10:30, it's the United and the Javelinas in the Tykes Division at Field 1. And on Field 2 is the Wildcats and the Sabertooths at 10:30. Also at 10:30, the Rookie Division now, the Punishers and Wolfpack on Field 3, Silverbacks and Pride on Field 4, the Wildcats and United on Field 1. Let me pull my chat box and someone may be telling me where the fields are located at. Nope, not yet. All right. So the Sabertooths and the Javelinas on Field 2. Field 3 is the Rattlers and the Greyhounds. That's at 12 o'clock kickoff. Same thing with the Wildcats, United, Sabertooth, and Javelinas in the Rookie Division. And then the Rottweilers are on a bye week. So they get the final week of the regular season for a bye. As also at 12 p.m. for the Junior Division, the Wolfpack and the Punishers kick off on Field 4 right after that Silverbacks and Pride rookie game. Then at 1:30, over at Field 1 for the junior division, it's the Texans and the United. And then we move on to the senior division at 1:30. United and the Rattlers on Field 2. On Field 3, it's the Javelinas and the Rottweilers. At 1:30 in the junior division, it's the Wildcats and the Sabretooths at Field 4. At Field 1 is the Greyhound and the Silverbacks at 3 p.m. kickoff. And the Javelinas in the junior division have a bye. Then back to the seniors at 3 p.m. at Field 2. It's the Texans and the Wolfpack. At 3 p.m. in the junior division, it's the Pride and the Little Jackets on Field 3. And over on Field 4 will be the Rottweilers and the Rattlers at 3 p.m. Then at 4:30, it's all seniors. Fields 1, 2, 3, and 4, respectively, all starting at 4:30. Here you go. The City Boys and the Greyhounds, RGV Havoc and the Punishers, the Silverbacks and the DTX Rebels, and then the Javelinas and the United. So that is your final regular season spring games down in the RGV. So hopefully some teams will find a way to get into the Spring Bowl and fill up those brackets. Hopefully we'll have those on next Wednesday's show prior to everybody taking the trip down to McAllen. So we'll try to give that to you as soon as we possibly can. All right, so the master schedule for San Antonio. Let me make this a little bigger because that's a little small for me to look at. All right, so in San Antonio, here is your schedule starting May 22nd. There's games on Saturday the 22nd and Sunday the 23rd. As I'm looking at Naomi Fuentes, says Junior Falcons seniors. Proud of them seniors. I'm going to show this just to prove to everybody I wasn't tooting my own horn. Alex Abrego, he said it. Kenny Long all day long. Well, he didn't say long. He said all day. Kenny Long all day. Yes, Alex said it. All right, so here is over at Oak Run Middle School in New Braunfels, where these games are being held at. For week 6, here we go. 9 a.m., it's the New Braunfels Junior Cougars and the Cornerstone Warriors White in the Tykes division. At 10:30, it's the Junior Brahmas and the San Antonio Junior Hawks in the junior division. At 12 p.m., it's the New Braunfels Junior Cougars and the Tri-County Titans in the rookie division. At 1:30 p.m. in the juniors, Tri-County Titans and the Texas Giants Red. At 3 p.m., it's the Tri-County Titans and the San Antonio Hydra in the flag game. And then it all ends at 4:30 over at Oak Run Middle School, New Braunfels Junior Cougars and the San Antonio Junior Hornets in the junior division. Over at Brooks Academy in San Antonio, starting at 9 a.m. in the flag division, San Antonio Junior Falcons and the San Antonio Junior Hurricanes. At 10:30, it's the Tri-County Titans and the Junior Hurricanes in the Tykes division. Also in the Tykes at 12 p.m., the San Antonio Junior Falcons and the Texas Giants Blue. At 1:30 in the rookies, the San Antonio Junior Falcons and the San Antonio Junior Hurricanes. At 3 p.m. In the Tykes, it's the East Austin Panthers down from Austin taking on the Junior Brahmas. Actually, the Panthers are at home against the Brahmas. But that'll be at Brooks Academy in San Antonio. At 4:30, the San Antonio Falcons and the Junior Brahmas in the senior division. So a 4:30 game there. And at 6 p.m., the East Austin Panthers and the San Antonio Tigers in the rookie division will be doing battle. And 667 Media is going to be at Brooks Academy for the weekly coverage. So check them out. Their cameras will be live out there, bringing you some game coverage. Thank you. Thanks to 667 Media for doing that for you down at Brooks Academy. Then on Sunday over at Brooks Academy at 10 a.m., it's the Texas Giants Blue and the San Antonio Junior Hawks in the rookie division. At 11:30 in the flag, it's the Texas Giants Red and the San Antonio Junior Hawks. At 1 p.m., it's the South Texas Rebels and the San Antonio Junior Hornets in the flag division. Then we jump to the junior division at 2:30, the San Antonio Hydra and the San Antonio Junior Falcons. And then at 4 p.m. In the senior division, it's the San Antonio Hydra and the San Antonio Panthers. We'll move on here to Cornerstone Christian School on Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. We'll start off with the Tykes division. It's the Judson Junior Rockets and the Cornerstone Warriors Red. At 10:30, it's the San Antonio Tigers and the Texas Giants Red in the Tykes. Then we move down to the Flag at 12 p.m., Judson Junior Rockets and the San Antonio Tigers. At 1:30 p.m., it's the San Antonio Junior Hawks and the San Antonio Tigers in the rookie division. At 3 p.m., it's the East Austin Panthers and the Junior Brahmas and the rookies. And then the junior division at 4:30, the Judson Junior Rockets and the Junior Brahmas. And we'll go ahead and call it the game of the night because it starts at 6 p.m. on Saturday in the rookie division, possibly under the lights. It may still be light out by the time they're done with this game. The San Antonio Hydra and the Texas Giants Red. Then on Sunday over Corner Christian School, 11 a.m. kickoff, Flag Division, Cornerstone Warriors White and the Junior Brahmas. And then at 12:30, it's the Cornerstone Warriors Red and the East Austin Panthers. At 2 p.m., in the Tykes Division, San Antonio Panthers and the San Antonio Junior Hawks. And at 3:30 p.m. in the Tykes Division, the San Antonio Hydra and the South Texas Rebels. So there is your final week of the spring season schedule coming up this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. There could be some teams that are fighting to get in, possibly get in for down in Allen, Texas. And we'll try to take a look. Let me see if I can find it here real quick, if they'll give me a head enough look at that. Got to pull up my weather app here and check out McAllen and see what it's looking like. In previous years that I've been down there, it never fails. Right about that time in May, it turns into a steamer. It turns into an absolute walk on the sun. So we got McAllen, Texas here. And we're going to go to Saturday the 29th. And I was correct. A high of 92 down in McAllen. Partly cloudy skies, high in 92. Southeast wind about 15, 25 miles an hour. So it's going to be a windy one. Sunday, same thing, 92, 15 to 25 mile per hour winds. Partly cloudy. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That is the only advice I can give you. Plenty of sunscreen, even if it's partly cloudy or becomes overcast. You will not believe just how much you will burn. You burn more when it's overcast. You burn more. And Joseph Elizondo says it correctly here, as we'll show you what he had to say. Yep, take all your Igloo coaches. You will need them to keep your players hydrated. You've got to stay hydrated in that kind of heat. It's been somewhat of a cool spring so far, at least up here in North Texas it has been. I believe South Texas down to San Antonio, it's been decent, probably a little warmer than it has been up here, but nonetheless, it hasn't been as hot as we normally get about this time of the year. McAllen on the other hand, at least it's only 92. Previous years that I've been down there, it's been like 110. It may feel like 110 down there at 92 degrees. So please, please, please make those plans now. Talk to your kids, talk to your players, talk to your parents. Start talking about hydration. Start talking about preparation. Read up on the information, all the safe information about how to identify heat exhaustion, heat strokes. Make sure these kids get well rested. I've been down there before where the night before the games, all the kids are running around out there, out by the pool and everything else, just having a grand old time out there till like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then going up to the football at 7 o'clock. I guarantee we're not running around with bottles of water in their hand to make sure that they were hydrated. So it's up to the adults, it's up to coaches to make that work and make sure you prepare these kids for what they need going into Spring Bowl weekend. If you're going to McAllen, prepare for the heat. Joseph Elizondo also says invest in those cooling towels that look like chamois. They do work. I use one of those. When I'm down there, I definitely bring mine. I keep my ice chest the entire time, and I pull it out, wring it out, put it on. When it gets warm, I stick it back in there for a little while, and it does help. It helps to keep lower that core temperature. So make sure you do that and get ready. So the Spring Bowl is almost here. They put out the information. If you haven't heard about it, make sure you talk to your coaches. Make sure you talk to your organizational presidents, your athletic directors. They have the information about Spring Bowl that was sent to them. So make sure you get ready for that. Also, the TIFA membership meeting. TIFA membership meeting is coming up. Scheduled for June 26th, starting at 10 a.m. This is going to be a Zoom virtual meeting. And this is a mandatory for all organizations of TIFA. So please make sure that you plan on attending. I believe, I'm trying to bring it up here, but things are running a little slow here. I think they want about only two representatives from each organization. I think they just want to have two. And let me verify that for you before I say it for sure. All right, so it is a mandatory meeting for all organizations. They must be represented by a voting member. So if you miss this meeting, your vote will not be heard nor counted. So again, this is your opportunity to be a part of what happens in TIFA. Some things are going to come up for a vote. You need to make sure you've got a voting member there to represent your organization and what your interest is when it comes to the Texas Youth Football Association. They've given you a month notification about this, so please make sure you plan accordingly to attend this event, attend this meeting. It is very important that you are there to get the information. See, I hear this all the time. They hold this meeting. We'll have several organizations that don't show up, and I guarantee you those are the organizations that are going to say, well, we didn't know that. Well, of course you didn't know it because you weren't there for the vote or you weren't there for the meeting to get the information that was being disseminated. Okay, so preliminary agenda items that you need to be prepared for. Trying to give you guys all the information possible so you are prepared for this meeting. So you athletic directors, organizational leaders, organizational presidents, if you have not looked at this email, if you haven't seen this email, I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a vote on the hiatus rule. There's going to be a vote on the hiatus rule. So if you want to be a part of this, you need to attend. They're going to talk about the beta tested spring rules that they did this year. We're going to talk about the COVID protocols for fall of 2021. There could be some changes coming. You need to be there to hear those changes. This will be important information for who you've designated as your COVID safety. We're going to talk about the TIFA Safety Initiative. Some other important information you're going to want to hear. The TIFA fall certification process and web app changes and modifications. That is big information right there that you need to be ready to tell your parents. Parents, you should be asking your organizational leaders what's going on with that, so you are prepared. We got the fall season off last year in 2020, and I think the process that we did, some of you got to do it with me, as I was part of that process as well. The online certification worked very, very well. I think it was very efficient. I think it worked out well for everybody. It was easy. It was comfortable. You were doing it. They were doing it either at practice or from their own homes. A couple times I did some in a moving vehicle with the kids. So there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of things a lot of information about the certification process, the changes in the web app that are coming. Make sure you're attending this event. There should be somebody from your organization, a voting member from your organization attending this fall meeting. This is not open to the general public, by the way. So parents, players, no, you're not going to get an invite on this. This is for the organizational leaders, and then they will bring that information to you. That's how this is supposed to work. And then, of course, they're going to overview the fall 2021 season on what's coming up, what we need to get prepared for, and ready to go get this season off and running and have a successful season. Taifa did a fantastic job getting the 2020 season in there. And I think it's going to be an even greater season. I think we're almost going to be back to normal when it comes to that, but we're still taking precautions right now in the spring season. Even though there's a lot of lifting of the mask ordinances and what have you, Taifa did put out a memo on that as well. And we are remaining with mask requirements on the sidelines. So please remember, if you're on the sidelines, you're a coach and you're working on the sidelines, you must be masked. Joseph Elizondo asked, what is the date again? It's going to be June 26th, starting at 10 a.m. It is a Zoom meeting. If you're an organizational leader, your organization should have received the invite for that meeting. So make sure you go on there and accept the meeting, please, so we know who is actually going to attend. Because a lot of times we waste more time on these Zoom meetings just having this, one of us having to call somebody and say, hey, are you going to get on the call or not? Coaches and volunteers. That is correct, Alex. Coaches and volunteers. You must be masked when you're on the sideline. So I'm going to read the memorandum because I think this is important even for the parents to hear this. So a memorandum came out, a Taifa memorandum from the president, Brian Morgan. It was sent to all presidents, ADs, commissioners, and organizations from the Taifa Senior Executive Board. In light of last week's update, and this was on 5/16, in light of last week's updated guidelines from the CDC regarding mask and the virus transmission, and after reading all available information at our disposal from the state and federal health organizations, Taifa is not going to modify our COVID-19 protocol as it pertains to mask wearing. Okay, let me say that again. Taifa is not going to modify our COVID-19 protocols as it pertains to mask wearing. Taifa's COVID protocol as it pertains to masks will remain in effect for the remainder of the 2021 spring football season. Volunteers and sideline personnel will continue to be required to wear masks. Spectators will still be highly encouraged to wear a protective covering and abide by the rules and the respective game facilities as it pertains to face coverings. So let me explain that real quick. What that means, folks. And this is to you parents, fans and spectators that are just sitting in the stands. If you're at a facility, and we're telling you, we highly recommend you wear a mask, but we're not forcing those in the stands to wear a mask. Taifa staff aren't going to come up to the stands and, well, you need to be wearing a mask. No, that's not what we're going to do. But if the facility that we are playing in, and some of these are high school facilities or school district facilities, if they require that you wear a mask at all times in that facility, whether you're in the stands, coaching, volunteer, whatever, you must wear a mask. That is the facility's rules, and we must abide by those rules. So please, 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 if you go to a facility this weekend and they've got signs that say masks must be worn inside this facility, put it on. Put it on, because it's been happening. You will be put out of the games. You won't be able to stay in that facility. You will stand out in the parking lot. If coaches and volunteers, if a TIFA staff comes up to you and tells you to put your mask on, just put it on. Just put it on. And Joseph Elizondo says it nicely. I can't agree any more than what he has here. Just comply and let's play some football. Just comply. We have been at this for over a year now. We should be used to it. We should be used to it. If you don't want to comply with these rules and regulations, and this goes, if you're just out and about on your own, you go to a restaurant, they require a mask, you don't want to wear it, guess what? You don't go to that restaurant. Go find some place that doesn't require the mask. But you will miss some fantastic type of football. Please comply to these orders. They are what they are. The protocols will be discussed in June in this meeting, coming up in June, and determination made whether or not a change or modification is warranted for the fall 2021 season. Yeah, it says it at the end of the memo, but I can freehand this. It's not what you want to hear. I know it. I get it. We're all tired of masks. I get sick and tired of being at work and having to put a mask on as soon as I walk in the building and keep it on the entire day. We're all tired of it, but it's a necessary item that we must continue to do until things change. When they get those changes and TIFA decides to make those changes and follow suit, that's what we'll do. Right now, we are requiring all coaches, sideline staff, volunteers to wear a mask. And you will be told to put them on. Do not get angry with the staff when they tell you if you got it off. You've been warned. You've been warned. If the facility that we're in requires spectators to wear a mask, please comply with those rules and regulations, because we want you to stick around. We want you to stick around and watch these games and watch these young kids play. No backwards hats on sidelines either. Okay. Just comply. Like I said, like Joseph Elizondo said, and I agree with him, just comply and let's play some football. I totally agree. Thank you for joining us here on The Zone as we continue on. Once we get past spring season, the Spring Bowl, and we start getting ready for the fall season, this show is going to get bigger and better each and every night. We will be back next Wednesday to bring you information for the Spring Bowl as it's made available once all of the games are played. And we know who's going and who's not. And get ready to make the trip down to McAllen, Texas. Bring lots of sunscreen. And please, please, please start preaching it now, coaches. Start preaching it now, volunteers. Start preparing for it. If you're making that trip to McAllen, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Make sure you've got plenty of water. Make sure you've got everything you need to support these kids in this heat. Down in McAllen. Very, very, very important. I cannot say it enough. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kenny Long, your host here on The Zone on the TIFA Sports Network, right here on Facebook Live and on our new YouTube channel, The Zone. Make sure you go and like the YouTube channel, follow it. We want as many followers as we can. You'll get notifications when we go live, which will be happening more and more often as we head toward the fall 2021 season. TIFA football coming your way. Also, check out highlights, clips from past weeks on our Facebook page as well, on The Zone. As they've been being put on there, I've been seeing them myself. Come out and join us. Enjoy some TIFA football. We'll be back next Wednesday starting at 8:30 p.m. Have a safe and a wonderful night.